So, welcome to day 10 of the Cornwall 500 news. I am your anchor. You may know me. I'm Steven Webb. I'm the crazy one that's doing 500 miles around Cornwall in my electric wheelchair for the amazing charity, the Cornwall Air Ambulance, that saved my life 33 years ago. So today we went from Truro Bay to Perranporth, nearly 21 or nearly 22 miles. So now we've done a total of 241 miles. So tomorrow it will be halfway. And I'm looking forward to that. That's a big milestone. Considering the start of this week, our ending this week is really on a high. So much better, and it just feels really good and just feels good. So first of all, let's bring up the pictures of where we went today. I will say today's news is really just exciting about where I've been and things like that, but there is no real crazy news happened, which is really nice actually for a change. So it's nice to have a day that the weather didn't change seasons or anything like that. So first of all, Sammy, and yeah, Karen's there again. Karen's awesome. But Sammy from Truro Bay, she supports the air ambulance, donates regularly, and if anybody forgets their mallet or anybody turns up early, and I really like this fact that if anybody turns up early, she says, yeah, you can still book in, but you've got to give £20 or £30 to the air ambulance. Or if they forget their mallet for, I thought it was for like mallet fighting or something. No, it's for putting in 10 pegs. Shows how much I know, doesn't it? So yeah, she just charges them £20. It all goes to the air ambulance. So thank you, Sammy, for that one. Then we went to Watergate Bay. And at Watergate Bay, this is Julie. There's an interesting side note to this. Now, apart from amazing holiday destination, many reasons why we picked the Watergate Bay. But I want to share a different story, actually. So Julie, Georgia, and Scott, all members of her family, we found out just on a whim, we didn't know. All three of them have been in the air ambulance. I believe all three different times, but it was for horse riding accidents with two of them, and I can't remember what the third one was for. And one of them was seriously life-threatening. So as it happens, they donate regularly and they support the air ambulance, and as you now found out, it's pinnacle in saving their lives. And this is just what I hear wherever I go. People just tell me stories about the air ambulance and how much it saved their lives or saved somebody close to them, or it's just so important. What an incredible charity, and it's just a real pleasure to be part of it. Yep, there we go. We got an artist, Jeannie. We just ended up having a conversation there, and I loved her paintings and all of that. And she does art lessons at Morganporth if anybody's interested. And again, another regular donator to the Cornwall Air Ambulance. I was just taking time out there, really. And I bumped into this fella. He's awesome. That's Tim, the CEO of the Air Ambulance. And although he said what I'm doing is an amazing job and all that, I just love what I do. But, you know, he does an incredible job with the team, the leadership, and the way the whole Air Ambulance works together, and it works so well and so efficiently, which is so important with a charity like that. You know, it's our money they're using on a daily basis, and they've got to use it in the most effective way possible. So running those teams, running those shops, keeping that little red dot in the sky is so important. So thanks, Tim, and to the whole team, because I know it's not just you, but it's the whole team. But thanks for waiting at the top of the hill for us. Really nice surprise, you popping out and seeing me today. Really helps with the motivation. What else do we have? Oh, and then straight on to the Air Ambulance shop in Newquay. God, it was warm today. So there's Stuart and Kirsty there welcoming me. They were really busy. It took us ages to find a nice, quiet time to take a picture. But the shop was stacked today, and it's, you know, so great to see that. And these shops help keep the air ambulance in the air. Then we ended up going to the Headland Hotel. So brilliant filming by Sammy there, walking down behind me. I go straight past the security guard and Sam gets stopped. Privilege of dressed in red and towing a helicopter. So, and here is the team at the Headland Hotel. Finley, the manager, and Zach, Joel and Charlie. What a warm welcome. And there's a little bit of synchronicity. I didn't realise it until I was driving down the drive. But they have a swimming pool in the basement, which apparently has all been redone, but I didn't have time to go and have a look. And the night before my accident, or at least the few nights before my accident, or close to it, I was swimming in that swimming pool because if you're on the beach and you made friends 33 years ago with a guest, they would unlock the door and allow you to go and swim in, and it was always really quiet. So I just remembered that little bit of, I don't know, synchronicity, I suppose you would call it. So thank you to Finley and the manager. And then with the library and museum at Perranporth. Now then, unfortunately we got there and it was closed. We were a bit late in the day. But they get a plaque, they got all the history, all sorts of things and all that. And the one story we're going to tell in the future is about the Donald Healy Way and the way Donald Healy, in a garage right next to that in the Red House, which is now a co-op underneath, was the garage of the original Healy cars and the Triumph and all that back in the 1920s, just before he went and won, is it Daytona or something like that, or some races around the world. But we're going to tell that history on another plaque because I think that's a really important history of Perranporth. So the final plaque of the day goes to the Haddock's End fish shop at Perranporth. So they've got a great reputation and they've been there quite a while now, and it's the one fish and chip shop that we have on the Cornwall 500. Certainly at the moment, we don't know what's in the future, but, highly recommended. And thank you, Elliot, for the lovely chips. They don't get a plaque for that, but nice to get the chips anyway. They were great chips and filled a hole in my belly. And then I just want to end with the last photo. It was really nice. I got there and all my family were there. My mum, Andy, Uncle Eric, Julia, Harry, Paul, Sammy, Tasha, me. I was looking at me thinking, like, what's my name? And Natalie, all of them there. And I think Shannon was still working at this point. She joined us a little bit later. So, it was so nice. That was a nice finish off to the week and everybody there. So, thank you. So, we're almost halfway and it's nice to have a couple of brighter days. At this point, I just want to thank the teams, the carers and everybody behind me because I couldn't get out on the road on a daily basis. I couldn't do this without everybody else behind me. Carers have got to start an hour earlier, end hours later. The teams are planning all this and they're sending me all the locations and all the emails. If anything goes wrong, that whole email chains have got to be moved along and everything like that. And there's so much behind the scenes. I'm just out there driving along in my chair, enjoying that, most of the time, not Monday. So I just want to thank all of them and, from Simon, Clive, Beth, and just all the team really, behind the scenes, the people that you don't see out on it. I get the limelight, I get the thank you on the street, I get the people coming up to me and saying what an amazing job I'm doing. But without them, I couldn't be there. So shout out to them. So tomorrow I'll be setting off just down from Perranporth, going to Snagness, Porthtowan, Portreath, Godrevy, and ending in Hale. Not Hale, Hale. I always pronounce that wrong. So looking forward to that. Carrying on down the north coast before we have a final day on the north coast, moving down to Land's End on Monday. So what's your task today? Comment, like, and share this video. Invite your friends to this page because that's what's so vitally important at the moment, is that we keep reaching more and more people. The more people we reach, because so many of you have already donated. Donate if you can, but if you've already donated, share this video. Invite your friends to this page. Tell your friends how crazy I am about what I'm doing. And yeah, just get them involved. So thank you. Really appreciate it. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.